Students, now we are looking type 2. In type 2, we'll deal with the problems on two-digit numbers. Moment in any of the word problem, you come across this phrase two-digit number. Whenever you come across with this phrase two-digit number, that means you are dealing with the question I'm explaining you on the board. You are dealing with the type I'm explaining you on the board. Okay, it's another type. It's not a normal type. Problems on two-digit numbers. A two-digit positive number is such that, see, now I'm reading the question. A two-digit positive number. So in the question I can see here a two-digit positive number. But moment you see a two-digit number, that means that there is a peculiar way of solving this. There is a typical way of solving this. Now students, in any of the question when you come across with this phrase two-digit number, you don't have to read the question. Yes, you don't have to read the question. You have to do whatever I am doing on the board. See, up till now I have not read the question. I have just read a two-digit positive number. So I came to know that this sum belongs to the type of two-digit numbers. So now see what to do. Just see on the board, please. Starting with the solution. And the starting two paragraphs or 5-6 lines with what I am writing, it's default for all the questions which belongs to two-digit numbers type. You will write, let the digit at units place be x. Let the digit at units place be x. Therefore, let digit at tens place is y. And digit at tens place be y. Therefore, original number. How to get original number? Now see, before starting with the actual sum, I'll give you one example. If I tell you, students, that I have a digit 7 which is at tens place. I have a digit 2 which is at units place. Now mathematically you do some addition and you do some multiplication and form for me the number 72. I repeat again, I have a digit 7. I'm telling you, this is the given part. I'm telling you that I have a digit 7 which should be at the tens place. I have a digit 2 which should be at the units place. Now mathematically I'm challenging you that you play around with these two digits and form the number 72. So what to do, what you all will do, you will say that 2 belongs to units place. So 2 will be multiplied with 1 because units place means unity and it's the synonym for the 1. So 2 will be multiplied with 1 because the 2 lies at the units place. So 2 multiplied by 1 plus 7 lies at the tens place. 7 lies at the tens place means its place value is 10. So 7 will be multiplied with 10. 2 at the units place, so its place value is 1. So 2 multiplied with 1. 7 at the tens place, so 7 multiplied by 10. So 2 ones are 2 plus 7 tens is 70 and answer comes to be 70. So what's the moral of the story? The moral is whenever a number belongs to units place, it's always multiplied with 1, and when a number belongs to tens place, it's always multiplied by 10, and when we do so, we get the original number. Students, it is a very useful note, so you can copy this, please. Okay, you can copy this, but now I'm erasing it. Okay, now let's get back to our sum. We suppose that the digit at the units place be x and the digit at the tens place be y. So our units place is x. So x will be multiplied with 1 plus, and at the tens place we have y. So y will be multiplied with 10. So x ones are x plus y tens are 10y, and this will be our original number. Next, in all the questions we have to find interchanged number. Interchanged number means the number obtained when the unit digit becomes the tens digit and tens digit becomes the unit digit. In other words, x की जगह पे y आ गया and y की जगह पे x आ गया. Earlier x was at unit place, now x comes at the tens place, and earlier y was at tens place, so now y goes at the units place. So what will happen? Here it is x plus 10y, so this will become y plus 10x. Just interchange the positions of x and y. Now pay attention, students. I'll mark a curly bracket over here. And I'll mark a star over here, and it's like a note for us. Whenever there is any question in which you come across or you read this phrase 2-digit positive number, you don't have to read anything in the question. Always you have to do this much. I also have not read any part. I have just read a 2-digit number, so I started doing this. So all of you mark this curly bracket, and whenever you encounter with any question dealing with 2-digit number, you have to write this much. You have to write it. Okay. So this is a note as well as the part of a solution. Okay, moving ahead. Let's read. Okay, there will be one doubt in your mind that, sir, why we are involving two unknowns? X, so we know, but we have taken another variable also, this y. Okay, now we will replace something at the place of y. We will eliminate y, don't worry. Let's read. A 2-digit positive number is such that the product of its digits, the product means multiply. Kiska multiplication? Of its digits. See, this is the number, original number. This is the entire number. This is the interchange number. They are not talking about the number. They are talking about the digits. If I have number 72, so my digits are 7 and 2. So if I say product of the digits, that means 7 multiplied by 2. Understanding? Product of the digits means 7 multiplied by 2. So now they are telling the product of its digits is means equal to. I gave you in the note, is means equal to, is 6. So I will say as per condition x into y is equal to 6. But we always like to proceed in terms of x. So now I decided in my mind that in the upper cases over here, I'll eliminate y. I don't want y in my question. I like x. So because I like x, I need to keep x in my further part. So I will remove the value of y. I don't have plates. That's why, students, I'm writing on the right hand side. But you all will do one below another. So y is equal to 6 upon x. We got the value of y in terms of x. So now wherever we have y, we will not write y. At the place of y, we will write 6 upon x. Okay. So by this, we will eliminate y and our question will become fully in terms of x. You can do vice versa also. You can bring out the value of x. X is 6 upon y, and then your sum will become in the terms of y. Depends upon what you like. Okay. Y is 6 upon x. Okay. As per condition. Now, second condition I am reading on the board. Second condition. If 9 is added to the number. Students, I am explaining you one point. If 9 is added means plus. किसको? किससे add किए? To the number. Whenever only number comes, means by default it's the original number. In certain sums they say about the word original, but if they just say number, the number means the original number. You have to remember these things. So if 9 is added to the original number, so let's add 9 plus, what is my original number? X plus 10y. See here, x plus 10y. Okay. If 9 is added to the original number, to the number, digits interchange, comma. Here the comma means equal to the result. So equal to, what happens? Digits interchange their places. Digits interchange their places. Digits interchange their places means they are talking about interchange number. So what happens when 9 is added to the original number? We get interchange number, which is, what is it? Y plus 10x. Don't forget, students, here we have find out the value of y. Y is 6 upon x. So wherever we have y, we'll substitute with the y 6 upon x. Okay. Therefore 9 as it is 9 plus x as it is x plus 10 multiply by, at the place of y 6 upon x, okay, is equal to, at the place of y 6 upon x plus 10 x. Great. Now I'll just multiply. Therefore 9 plus x. No need of making the square brackets because everything is in plus. So 9 plus x plus 10 multiplied by 6 is 60 upon x is equal to 6 upon x plus 10x. Now here I can see, students, that only problem with us is that in the denominator I have x. So let's say multiplying all the terms by x. So that will eliminate this x. So on the left hand side I have 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. On right hand side I have 2 terms, 1 and 2. Multiplying all the terms by x. So what will happen? When x will be multiplied with this 9, it will become therefore 9x plus. Okay. Now when x will be multiplied with this x, it will become x square. Now when x will be multiplied with 60 upon x, x will be cancelled. So only 60 will be remaining. Now when x will be multiplied with 6 upon x, only 6 will be remaining, plus x will be multiplied with 10x becomes 10x square. Okay. I can see here the x square term is at the higher side on the right hand side, and here it is lower side. So I take all the left hand side numbers on the right hand side. So therefore first I'll copy this 10x square plus 6. Okay, now 9x goes on that side, so becomes minus 9x. X square goes on that side, becomes minus x square. 60 goes on that side, becomes minus 60 is equal to 0. 10x square minus x square, 9x square, okay, minus 9x, and then plus 6 minus 60 becomes minus 54 equal to 0. And now I can see, students, all the numbers are going in 9 times table. So dividing by 9. Therefore here it's x square minus x minus 54 divided by 9 is 6 is equal to 0. So students, now we just have to solve this quadratic. I don't have place on the board, so please pause the video and you all can also proceed. So now, students, I am copying the last line over here. X square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. It's a pure quadratic. I want two numbers such that their product should be minus 6, because I can see here minus 6. And if I add the same two numbers whose product is minus 6, I should get their summation as minus 1, because here there is nothing. That means here I have 1, so it's minus 1. So how to get that? Can I say I want minus 6? So I can have 3 2s are minus 3 plus 2. Minus 3 multiplied by plus 2 is minus 6. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. Yes. Now we are doing splitting of middle term. So I will not write the middle term. I will copy x square as it is x square. I will copy minus 6 as it is minus 6 is equal to 0. Instead of this middle term minus 1x, which I will not write, I will write minus 3x and plus 2x. Okay. Therefore, now from this two terms x common, so it will be x minus 3. From this two terms plus 2 common, so it will be x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 3 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, either x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 3 or x is equal to minus 2. But students, pay attention here. It was clearly mentioned. See on the question. A two-digit positive number. The number is positive. So if number is positive, x cannot be negative. So I'll say x will not be equal to minus 2. Why? Because x belongs to positive numbers. Because x belongs to positive numbers. So x is equal to 3. Great. We got one of the values of x. Now students, we need to find y also. What was our y? See, I have erased from the board, but it must be there with you all. Let me erase this first. It was given that y is equal to what? Y is equal to 6 upon x. We got the value of x as 3. So I don't have place, students. That's why I'm writing horizontally. So students, what will happen? Therefore y is equal to 6 upon, at the place of x I'll substitute 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are. So therefore y is equal to 2. So this is my answer. X is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. Is this my final answer? If you stop here, you'll get 1 marks less. Because what is asked? See once again the question. Find the number. We need to find the number. And number means the original number. Whenever they just say number, it means original number. And what was our original number? Our original number was x plus 10y. So we have to find the original number. So students, now I'm finding therefore original number is equal to, what is it? X plus 10y. Okay, x plus 10y. Okay, I don't have place, that's why I'm writing horizontally. At the place of x I'll substitute 3. Okay, 3 plus 10, as it is 10. At the place of y I'll substitute 2. So 2 multiplied. So students, what will happen? 3 plus 10 twos are, it's 20. Okay, 20 plus 3 is 23. So students, this is our final answer. This is our required answer, the original number. Hope you understood, students. It was a good sum. Please pause the video and do it fast. Problems on fractions. So from your textbook we have a question on fractions, and believe me, this is very important. The calculation is amazing for this question. So let's do it. First of all, how will you come to know whether your question belongs to the fraction? You will just see the word numerator, denominator, or the fraction. Moment you come across with any of these 3 words, numerator, fraction or denominator, it indicates that problem belongs to the category of fractions. Okay, now let's read the question properly, students. All of you, eyes on the board. Numerator of a fraction is 2 less than its denominator. Leaving this question over here, if I tell you Ram is 3 years elder than Sham. Ram is 3 years elder than Sham. In Hindi, Ram 3 साल बड़ा है शाम से. So now you tell me, students, whose age you will suppose x. आप किसकी age को x बोलोगे? किसकी age को x बोलोगे? राम की age को कि शाम की age को? Ram's age is 3 years more. Ram is 3 years elder than Sham. So can I say Ram ki age is dependent on the Sham? Yes. So if you know the age of Sham, then easily you can just add 3 and get the age of Ram. So at this time we will say let the age of Sham be x years. So Ram's age will be x plus 3 years. So whenever 2 subjects are given, we see which subject or quantity is dependent on which one. Here Ram was dependent on Sham. So we took Sham's age as x. Pay attention, all of you on the screen. Numerator of a fraction is 2 less. 2 less. The word less means minus. Less means minus. Is 2 less. Numerator 2 से कम है. 2 से minus करने का. 2 से कम है. किससे? 2 less. Then its denominator. Okay. So can I say numerator is dependent on the denominator? Once we get denominator, we can easily get numerator by subtracting 2. So at this stage, we'll say let the denominator be x. Let the denominator be x. Okay. So therefore, what will be the numerator? Numerator will be what? Numerator will be what? Numerator of a fraction is 2 less. 2 se kam hai. Less means minus. Then denominator. Numerator will be x minus 2. 2 se less. So x minus 2. Now please remember students, whenever there is a question on fractions, always at the initial steps you have to write the original fraction. Therefore a fraction will be what? Fraction is made up of numerator upon denominator. Capital N for numerator, capital D for denominator. And our numerator is what? X minus 2. Upon denominator is what? X. Yes students, yes. We got a numerator and denominator. So our fraction, our required fraction is what? Numerator upon denominator. Our numerator is x minus 2 and denominator is x. Okay. Now let's read ahead. If 3 is added to each of the numerator and denominator, okay, so they are adding 3 to each, means they are adding 3 to both numerator as well as denominator. So first I will write as per given condition. As per given condition, what is happening? My initial numerator was x minus 2, okay, and denominator was x. Now what's happening? If 3 is added to each, so plus 3 plus 3. I have not made a bracket because here it's a plus, so no need of a bracket. So plus 3 plus 3. Why plus 3 plus 3 is written? If 3 is added to each numerator and denominator, comma. Now pay attention. Comma means what will happen. So what will happen? So here the comma indicates equal to sign. So when 3 is added to numerator and denominator, then the comma indicates then. That means equal to sign. Fraction. Now pay attention. I want everyone to see this orange color marker. Then the fraction. Then the fraction. What is your fraction? Students, tell me, what is your fraction? Your fraction is this. Then the fraction. I'll read the other thing afterwards. Fraction. So my fraction is x minus 2 upon x. Then the fraction increases by 18. Fraction बढ़ जाता है 1 upon 18 से, 1 upon 18 से. Fraction increases by 1 upon 18. So plus 1 upon 18. So when 3 is added to each, the numerator and denominator, what happens? The fraction, this is a fraction, increases by, means plus, get added on by 1 upon 18. So hope you understood the question. In the next step, over here, what I'll write? Therefore, this becomes x minus 2 plus 3 becomes plus 1 upon x plus 3, as it will remain x plus 3 is equal to, here I'll take LCM, 18 multiplied by this, x multiplied by this, and this both will be multiplied. So 18 multiplied by this, so it becomes 18x minus 18 2s is 36. Okay, plus x 1s are x. The whole upon 18 multiplied by x is 18x. On the left hand side, at present we cannot do anything, so I'll write as it is. Therefore x plus 1 upon x plus 3 is equal to, here 18x plus x becomes 19x minus 36, the whole upon 18x. Yes. Okay. Now we will cross multiply. This 18x will go up with the x plus 1 and this x plus 3 will be multiplied with this entire bracket of 19 minus 36x. Okay. So 18x multiplied with this x plus 1. Therefore 18x multiplied with x plus 1 is equal to this bracket multiplied with this bracket. So 19x minus 36 gets multiplied with x plus 3. With x plus 3. Okay. So now this will become 18x multiplied by x is 18x square plus 18x multiplied by 1 is 18x is equal to, I have to multiply these two brackets. How will I multiply? Our traditional method. First I will write 19x, then I will copy x plus 3 as it is, then I'll write minus, then I'll copy 36 and then I'll write x plus 3. Okay, so therefore 18x square plus 18x is equal to, this 19x will be multiplied with x as well as this 19x will be multiplied with 3. Similarly 36 will be multiplied with x and 36 will be multiplied with 3. Okay, so 19x multiplied by x will be 19x square plus 19 multiplied by 3. So when we multiply 19 with 3, 3 9s are 27, 2 carry, 3 1s are 3, 4 5, 57 x minus 36x minus, be careful, minus 6 3s are is 18, carry 1, 3 3s are 9 plus 1 10, 108. Okay, therefore 18x square plus 18x is equal to, here 19x square as it is, I have 57x minus 36x, 7 minus 6 is 1, 5 minus 3 is 2, so plus 21x minus 108. I can see the right hand side, here we have greater value of x square, so I'll bring all this 18x square and 18 on that side, so it will become minus. Okay, so first I'll copy this, 19x square plus 21x minus 108, 18x square goes here, minus 18x square minus 18x is equal to 0. So this 19x square minus 18x square gives me 1x square. I'll just write x square, 21x here, and here minus 18x. So 21 minus 18 gives me plus 3x minus 108 is equal to 0. So students, this is my quadratic, x square plus 3x minus 108. Now it's very simple. I don't have place over here. Please pause the video and you also can continue. So now students, I have copied our equation over here, which was x square plus 3x minus 108 is equal to 0. Now we need two numbers such that their product is minus 108, because here we have minus 108, and when we multiply two numbers we should get minus 108, and when we add the same two numbers we should get plus 3. So here I'll write plus 3. So now 108, factors of 108, 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14, 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 3 1s are. Okay, so let's pair it up now. What to do? See students, if I do 3 3s are, it comes to be 9, and 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are comes to be 12. Okay, so one number is 12 and other number is 9. I want minus 108. I want minus, multiplication should be minus 108. So if I say this is plus and this is minus, plus 12 multiplied by minus gives me minus 108, and plus 12 and minus 9, when summed it up we get plus 3. So students, I will not copy my middle term because we are splitting the middle term. At the place of this I'll write plus 12x and I'll write minus 9x. Yes, remaining all I'll copy as it is. Over here x square and over here minus 108 is equal to 0. So now let's proceed with the calculation. Therefore I can remove x common. If x is removed common, it becomes x plus 12. I can remove minus 9 common, so this will become x plus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore if x plus 12 is removed common, then we have x minus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore either x plus 12 is equal to 0 or x minus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 12. Therefore x is equal to 9. So students, we got two values of x. One is x is equal to minus 12 and other is x is equal to 9. Now students, we cannot accept this value of x as minus 12. We will say x is not equal to minus 12 and x is equal to 9. We'll take this value. But why students? Why we have not considered x as minus 12? Nowhere it's mentioned in the question that the fraction should be positive or fraction should be negative. Nothing is mentioned about it. So for that reason, I'll give you the explanation over here. Numerator upon denominator is a fraction. Our numerator is x minus 2 and our denominator is x. So if at the place of x I substitute minus 12, minus 12 minus 2 becomes minus 14 upon x is minus 12. Minus minus gets cancelled. 2 6s are and 2 7s are. So my fraction comes to 7 upon 6. My fraction comes to 7 upon 6. Now what's happening students over here? What is happening? See, read the question. न्यूमरेटर ऑफ अ फ्रैक्शन इज 2 लेस देन डिनोमिनेटर. न्यूमरेटर छोटा है डिनोमिनेटर से. कितने से? 2 लेस, 2 से छोटा है. हियर वी गेट समथिंग उल्टा. न्यूमरेटर बड़ा है डिनोमिनेटर से. सो दैट्स द रीजन. सो आई विल से this is the reason. You can just give it in the box because this is the reason. Okay, so we'll take x is equal to 9. So students, now you tell me, is this my final answer, that x is equal to 9? No, of course it's not my final answer. Why? Because see, the question they have asked, find the fraction. If you don't find the fraction, 1 marks will be deducted. So now let's find the fraction. So my numerator is nothing but x minus 2. So I'll write here x minus 2. At the place of x, I'll substitute 9. 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. So 7 is my numerator. What will be my denominator? My denominator is x. So x is equal to 9. This is my denominator. Therefore my fraction will be numerator upon denominator is equal to, so what's the value of numerator? Numerator is 7 and denominator is 9. See, numerator is less than denominator, and that too by the value 2. Hope you understood, students. This was an important question.